Welcome to Linghe Daily, your ultimate source for everything about Zhang Linghe. Something unexpected is happening once again in the world surrounding Zhang Linghe, Tian Xiwei, and the ever-growing attention from fans. A new wave of discussion has suddenly placed three familiar names at the center of the conversation: Zhang Linghe, Tian Xiwei, and Hu Yitian. What started as a simple comparison among fans has quickly turned into a much bigger debate, with viewers closely examining every expression, every reaction, and every seemingly small interaction. And this time, Tian Xiwei's reaction has become one of the biggest reasons why people are asking so many questions. At first glance, it may look like nothing more than another online discussion. But when fans began comparing Zhang Linghe and Hu Yitian, the conversation took a completely different direction. Both actors have their own charisma, their own acting styles, and their own loyal audiences. Yet somehow, the comparison became connected to Tian Xiwei, making the entire situation much more intriguing. Fans began wondering whether Tian Xiwei's reaction was simply playful, whether she was caught off guard, or whether there was something more behind the moment that people were interpreting. And this is where the story becomes interesting. In the world of entertainment, sometimes a few seconds can create hours of discussion. A smile can become a theory. A glance can become a headline. A simple reaction can suddenly become the subject of thousands of comments. That appears to be what happened here. Rather than focusing only on what was actually said, fans started paying attention to Tian Xiwei's expressions and body language, trying to understand what her reaction might have meant. Of course, it is important to remember that an expression alone cannot prove what someone is thinking or feeling. Tian Xiwei has always shown a lively and expressive personality in public appearances, and her reactions can easily be interpreted in many different ways. What one viewer sees as surprise, another might see as amusement. What one fan considers a meaningful reaction could simply be a spontaneous moment. That uncertainty is exactly what has made this discussion so fascinating. Meanwhile, the comparison between Hu Yitian and Zhang Linghe has added another layer to the story. Both actors have built strong reputations within the Chinese entertainment industry, and both have appeared alongside talented actresses in projects that attracted considerable attention. So when fans began putting their names side by side, the debate quickly became about more than appearance or popularity. People started discussing acting chemistry, screen presence, personality, and even the different kinds of energy each actor brings into a scene. For fans of Zhang Linghe, however, the biggest question is not necessarily who is better. Instead, many are asking why Tian Xiwei's reaction became such a major talking point. Why did viewers immediately connect her expression to the Zhang Linghe versus Hu Yitian discussion? Was it simply because of the existing attention surrounding Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei? Or did fans notice something in the moment that made them pause and look again? This is where online fandom becomes incredibly powerful. Fans do not simply watch a scene once. They replay it. They slow it down. They compare different moments. They look at facial expressions and tiny changes in body language. And when two popular actors are involved, even the smallest detail can quickly become a subject of debate. Some viewers may see chemistry, while others see nothing unusual at all. Both interpretations can exist at the same time. And perhaps the most intriguing part is that Tian Xiwei herself has not necessarily given fans a clear answer. Instead of a direct explanation, people are left with a reaction that can be interpreted in different ways. That ambiguity has created the perfect environment for speculation. The less obvious the answer is, the more people want to discuss it. And once the discussion begins, every new appearance or interaction can suddenly be viewed through the lens of the previous moment. For Zhang Linghe fans, this has naturally brought attention back to the actor's relationship with Tian Xiwei on screen. Their chemistry has been one of the reasons audiences continue to pay attention to their projects and public moments. Whether viewers see that chemistry as purely professional, a result of strong acting, or simply a combination of personalities that works particularly well, there is no denying that their interactions have generated considerable interest. But then comes Hu Yitian, another actor whose presence changes the dynamic completely. When his name enters the discussion, fans suddenly have another point of comparison. Hu Yitian has a distinct image and acting presence, while Zhang Linghe has developed his own recognizable style and appeal. Comparing the two is therefore not necessarily about determining an absolute winner. It is more about understanding why different audiences connect with different performers. Yet online debates rarely stay that simple. One side may highlight Zhang Linghe's calm and elegant presence. Another may point to Hu Yitian's different charm. And somewhere in the middle, Tian Xiwei's reaction becomes the detail everyone wants to understand. Suddenly, the question changes from who is better to what did Tian Xiwei actually mean by that reaction? And that second question is far more difficult to answer. Perhaps Tian Xiwei was simply amused by the comparison. Perhaps she found the situation unexpected. Perhaps she was reacting to something completely unrelated that viewers did not notice. Or perhaps the moment reminded her of a previous experience with one of the actors. Without a direct explanation from Tian Xiwei, all of these possibilities remain interpretations rather than confirmed facts. That distinction matters, especially when discussing celebrities. A viral clip can create a powerful impression, but a short clip rarely contains the entire context. Tone, conversation, previous remarks, and what happened before or after the moment can completely change its meaning. This is why the most responsible way to look at the situation is to separate what fans observed from what they believe it might mean. Still, there is something undeniably entertaining about watching fans analyze these moments. The debate demonstrates just how invested audiences have become in the careers and interactions of these stars. Zhang Linghe, Tian Xiwei, and Hu Yitian are all names capable of generating strong reactions, and when their names appear together, the level of curiosity naturally increases. For Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei supporters, the latest discussion may feel especially familiar. Whenever the two are connected by a public appearance, a project, or even a small interaction, fans immediately begin searching for details. A glance can become a discussion. A smile can become a trending topic. And now, even a comparison involving another actor has become part of the larger conversation surrounding them. But perhaps the real story is not whether Tian Xiwei secretly revealed something. Perhaps the real story is how quickly audiences are able to turn a simple reaction into a much larger narrative. In entertainment, perception can be almost as powerful as the event itself. When thousands of people interpret the same moment differently, the conversation can grow far beyond what originally happened. And that is exactly why this latest debate has captured so much attention. Zhang Linghe and Hu Yitian represent two different kinds of appeal, while Tian Xiwei has unexpectedly become the person at the center of the comparison. Fans want to know which actor creates the stronger impression, which pairing feels more natural, and whether Tian Xiwei's reaction offers any meaningful clue. But for now, there is no definitive answer. What we do know is that the discussion has once again placed Zhang Linghe at the center of entertainment conversations. His growing popularity means that even seemingly ordinary moments can attract enormous attention. And when his name is connected with Tian Xiwei, the curiosity becomes even stronger. Whether the two are simply talented co-stars with strong on-screen chemistry, or whether fans are reading deeper meaning into their interactions, the fascination clearly continues. As for Tian Xiwei, her reaction may remain the biggest mystery of all. Did she realize that fans would analyze the moment this intensely? Was she simply enjoying the situation? Or was there a subtle reason behind her expression that viewers have not yet considered? Until she explains it herself, nobody can confidently say what was going through her mind. And perhaps that uncertainty is exactly what makes the moment so memorable. If everything were immediately explained, there would be no mystery left. Instead, fans are left debating, replaying the moment, comparing reactions, and creating their own interpretations. Some will believe Tian Xiwei's expression hinted at something meaningful. Others will argue that it was simply a natural reaction to an unexpected comparison. Both sides will probably continue debating for some time. So, what do you think? Was Tian Xiwei's reaction simply playful and spontaneous, or did you notice something that made you understand why fans immediately connected the moment to Zhang Linghe? And when it comes to the Hu Yitian versus Zhang Linghe debate, which actor do you think has the stronger screen presence and chemistry with Tian Xiwei? Remember, these are fan interpretations unless the people involved personally clarify the situation. One thing is certain, the conversation surrounding Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei shows no sign of disappearing. Every new appearance brings another detail for fans to discuss, and every unexpected reaction can become the next major topic online. Whether this latest moment eventually fades away or leads to an even bigger discussion, Linghe Daily will continue following the developments closely. So stay with us, because the story may not end here. If another reaction, interaction, or unexpected statement changes the conversation, we will be here to break it down with you. Until then, remember to keep your eyes open, enjoy the moments, and separate confirmed information from fan speculation. This is Linghe Daily, and when it comes to Zhang Linghe, there is always another story waiting just around the corner.